Greetings and welcome back to my channel, guys. How are you doing today? So my introduction into the world of D&D was through fantasy books, which I consumed in massive quantities. I didn't really know that D&D existed until the early 2000s when my neighbor invited me to join him for a game. They were down a player and they knew that I liked to read, so it was a perfect fit. Back home, we didn't really have a lot of resources, as material and dice even were hard to come by in Israel. So we had to share everything, and everything was homebrew. Now, the amazing thing about this game is our experience and the fact that we are part of the story. And 20 years after that first game, I still remember how we started, using a Spelljammer ship to arrive in a treasure star, and how we foiled our DM's plan when we managed to save our castle from a Dwarven incursion, and with that completely derailing his campaign, and we started something completely new. As most D&D campaigns, this one also ultimately died out, and for me, it took the pandemic to get back into the hobby. So after I served, I found myself working in the maritime industry, sailing on container ships, eventually from there graduating to supply boats. I had a lot of time on my hand, and reading was my greatest escape. And thankfully, my roommate Alex had an impressive Dragonlance library. And before this, I didn't read Dragonlance in years. So he started me off with the Rise of Solamnia trilogy, and those books ignited my love for fantasy and especially Dragonlance. Now in 2019, I moved to the US, and during the pandemic, I was watching a few of Mr. Rex's videos, thinking to myself that maybe I'll give this another chance. So I went online and I looked for a D&D group, and after some searching, I found myself a DM who ran a game of Dungeon World using Roll20. Now, Dungeon World is not the greatest RPG system, but it is a very simple system and it's very easy to get people back into role-playing games. And I am forever thankful to my DM who was very patient with me. A few years after that, I moved to Virginia and I looked for a few D&D groups in the area, and I stumbled upon Chris from the Rogue Game Masters. As a new transplant to a faraway city, D&D gave me a community and new friends. Although the campaigns that we started already ended, but the group is still together, playing every Sunday in a brand new campaign. And in this group, I developed true friendships with people that will hopefully last a lifetime. A buddy and I even made it to GaryCon this year, and it was an amazing experience. The people were so nice and the con was so small and intimate. We played a few games and went to a few seminars. It was a blast, and I'm so happy that I made it. And the fact that it was the 50th year for D&D made it all the more special. D&D gave me relationships with amazing people that I would never have met, and I am so happy that I started playing again. It gave me a social life when I moved to a brand new city, and my life would be drastically different if I didn't play the game. The funny thing is even though my YouTube channel is Dragonlance centric, as it is my favorite fantasy world, I'm not quite sure that I really want to play in the world of Krynn, as I'm scared that it won't be done justice. But who knows, maybe one day I will run my own game in that magical land. So I want to give a shout out to my friend Chris from the Rogue Game Masters. If you guys are looking for an in-person game or are a DM that want to run a game, check out the website. A link is in the description below. Have a great day and we will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.